Good afternoon and welcome to SRL TV here in Melbourne, Amy Park. It's the Melbourne Storm hosting the Manly Sea Eagles in this Tuesday afternoon fixture. Two teams who are looking to get their first win this season. Chaz Dingo leading his Manly Sea Eagles out to the park, and Samuel Atchison captaining the Melbourne Storm with Tarangaho Fe'u starting from the bench this week. Changes all around the park in both teams. The Sea Eagles with Chaz Dingo back in his favoured fullback position, while Aidan McKennery starts in the halves. Lennox Prakash in at the number 13. And welcome back to Aidan Foran after a stint overseas away from the SRL. Meanwhile, the Melbourne Storm, not as many changes as the Sea Eagles, but Justin Masters dropped back to the number 13 and Pryor O'Brien into the number 11 as Aidan McKennery gets the game underway here at Amy Park. And a big game ahead for both of these teams. Like I said, looking to get their first win of the season.
2 hands away.
All three games played by these teams against top opposition. And you'd have to say, season is on the line today as the Storm have first possession of the football. And after the fourth tackle, make their way just over the Seagull, the halfway line, as Justin Masters gets hit. And a good tackle by Albi Akarangi. And they make their way through their first set of the game, and Sonny Tyre puts boots a ball, and it's a good kick. Finds a bit of grass out in the back, but it's going to roll over the sideline. It's touch and goal. So the Seagulls survived that one. A little bit touch and go as we look at us.
Right, that's 0.
Pryor O'Brien gets absolutely thumped by Xavier Crusher. And we'll keep an eye on O'Brien as we look at him in bat play. He seems to be hobbling as he takes that tackle around the ankles of Sherry Evans.
That's his second. He's held there.
McKennery plays the ball. Crutcher goes to Crusher. Crutcher to Crusher. Is going to be interesting tonight. They go right to McKennery, the new halves partners. Dingo gives it to Evans. Sherry Evans wasn't expecting that one and hesitates for a little bit. Eventually taken down right on the sideline as Dingo takes it up to the 30 for the Sea Eagles. McKennery gets the kick away, and the Sea Eagles navigate through their first set as well. So both teams navigating early nerves as the Storm settle into their work.
Hill, 2 on the keep going.
The Storm coming off a heavy defeat last week to the Rabbitohs. The South Sydney side running away 40 points to 4 in what was Tarangaho Fe'u's debut game as captain and Sam Herbin's retirement match. And for Tarangaho Fe'u, it ended in a broken arm. And so he will be coming off the interchange bench tonight as Sonny Tyre punts that one down the field and is taken by Chaz Dingo. And he again makes some good metres up the middle of the park as the Sea Eagles go centre field to Matthew Harris.
He's held there. Held 2.
Matthew Harris being promoted this week to the starting side as Thompson takes it forward, plays the ball. Crutcher goes left to Crusher again, and the prop forward takes it over the 30 for the Sea Eagles. They low left to Thompson, to Elms. Elms met in a good tackle by Logan Guys. Final tackle for the Sea Eagles. Thompson puts it deep into the corner. Down to Luca Moscow, and he's taken well by Cherry Evans. McKennery right beside him. And both teams seem to have got things under control defensively so far. Last week it was the Sea Eagles who went down to the Warriors 18 points to 6. And they just weren't able to get anything going with their captain coming off the bench.
He's held there. 4. Hold the 10.
But back in his customary position of fullback this week is Sonny Tyre again. Boots that one downfield, this time on tackle 4. As Chaz Dingo brings that one back. Met in a good tackle by TJ Ashford. McHenry goes inside to Evans. Good run by Evans, but he's taken again by some good defence by the Storm. It was Liam Waltig.
Held. 3 hands away.
This time they go far side to Akarangi.
4. Move.
Albie Akarangi's been one of the top performers from the Seagulls this year, usually playing in the number 13 jumper, but moved to the second row this week. But he has struggled with his hands a little bit in the first 3 rounds this season as Thompson puts it deep. Taken by Fisher, fumbled for a little bit.
That's 1. Move.
But navigates his way out of the in goal.
Let him go. Let him go.
Safely as Tyre gets it one off the ruck.
That's your second. Held. Move.
Taken by Akarangi. The Storm go to Masters, who gives it on to Boucher.
Held there. 3. Back to 10.
Storm started the season
Held.
with a lot of confidence, you'd have to say. Narrow loss to the Cowboys. As we see the Storm put it deep, going for the 40-20, and Dingo has slipped over and he's picked up the ball. And it looks like he's put a foot to touch. And an unforced error here by the Sea Eagles. The Sea Eagles skipper, in fact, gives the first real attacking opportunity for either team. And it's going to be the Storm packing down, only 20 out, 10 in. And we'll see what they can rustle up here as they give it to TJ Ashford to take it forward for the first hit up. Good play the ball by Ashford. Give it to Waltic, to Tyre, to Pryor O'Brien with a good leg drive. Taken by McHenry around the legs. Only 5 out here for the Storm. Ashford decides to go himself. He's hard to take down, Ashford. Almost makes the line, but he plays the ball. Waltic plays it. Out to Relentless. They go left to Ashford, and Ashford finds O'Brien in a hole. And Pryor O'Brien just waltzes in for the easiest try you'll see. And the Storm open the scoring after only 12 and a half minutes. It was a great little offload from TJ Ashford, and he finds Pryor O'Brien just in a gaping hole. Ashford here, 15 in, 15 out. He makes no mistake. Goes straight through the middle, and the Storm make it 6-0 after only 13 minutes here at Amy Park. Massive home crowd, here for the Storm. Both teams chasing their first win of the season. As Aidan McHenry gets the game back underway, and he boots it straight down the park to Liam Waltic, who gives it off to his front rower, Cameron Relentless. The Storm definitely looking to have settled into things here as they look to navigate their way through their set after a fantastic try to Pryor O'Brien as Justin Masters takes it forward and makes his way over the halfway line. Here for the Storm on tackle 4, and they go right. Waltic to Tyre. Tyre finds Boucher, who sees a hole, but it closes fast. Taken down by Matthew Harris. They go deep to the right to Tyre. Tyre puts the kick in, but it goes straight down to Crimp. And Michael Crimp is taken down. So
here's tackle 1.
we mentioned the Storm had a narrow loss round 1. They had a narrow loss round 2 against the Broncos as well. but then that heavy defeat last week
Back with me.
against a rejuvenated South Sydney, as the Seagulls have given it away here. Sani Tyre, he's rushed up and claimed a little bit of an intercept, and the Storm are going to have more territory, more possession, making their way down to the Seagulls 30. Inside ball from Ashford to Masters, but he can't get away from Lennox Prakash as they go to the right. Cameron Relentless goes forward, taking in a good tackle by Ash Crutcher. They come near side to Masters, who gives a good ball to O'Brien. The try scorer takes it up to the 10. Final tackle here for the Storm. They go centre field to Ashford. Ashford puts the kick in. It's going to come down short, but it's taken by Philip Twile. And Philip Twile can't make anything of it, and it's a handover to the Seagulls. Meanwhile, the Seagulls, to open the season, they had an uneventful first game to the Panthers, going down 12-0. And then went down to the Rabbitohs 24 points to 12 in round 2, which was disappointing. Akarangi misjudged that one there, off the head, but manages to regather. As Michael Crimp makes a good break down the left-hand side. Taken in a good tackle by Luca Moscow. As they come right, little inside ball to Harris. Taken down by Sonny Tyre. Final tackle, the Seagulls go to Thompson, who puts a good kick in. But he's going to find Luca Moscow on the Storm 10, who brings it out to the 20. O'Brien goes up through the middle and makes a good little break and gets the offload as well to Ashford. So coming up 20 minutes being here at Amy Parks, the Storm have the early lead. They go short side to Moscow, and Moscow's hitting a good tackle by Kane Chapman-Kenny. KCK, as he's known to his teammates, as the Storm goes centre field again. Walksing plays the ball to Ashford. He goes right to Tyre. To Atchison, the captain for the day. Taken round the legs by Akarangi, over the top by Dingo. Slow play the ball by Atchison. Forced to go to Tyre again. And the Storm continue to plug the corners, putting pressure on the Seagulls wingers, as Michael Crimp, who took that one, and Goodwin takes it up to the 20. Seagulls have just been looking to settle things down a little bit here. I think the nerves are still showing. They know that this is a do or die game, and that arguably the season is on the line. Not just for them though, the season is on the line for both teams as they get to the final tackle. I thought they were going to kick there, but they've gone to Crutcher, who gets the offload. Masters takes him around the shoulders with looked like Wilkins spark around the legs as McInnery puts a good kick in. Gets a lot of depth on that one, and Luca Moscow brings it back hard, but he's bit by Cherry Evans along with Adam McInnery. And they stop them on the 20. Good run by Atchison. Darts through the hole at the Seagulls lead, but he's taken down out just outside the 30. The Storm goes short side, but back inside, and Justin Masters finds some room. Breaks off one tackle and gets the offload away to O'Brien. Good support here for the Storm as they go right to Atchison, to Ashford, and to Masters. Centre field, only 30 out here, the Storm. Again, they go to their front rowers, or in this case, Pryor O'Brien. And this Storm forward pack looks to be having a lot of confidence at the moment as they put the up and under in. Cherry Evans takes it well. Aidan Foran on the field for the Seagulls. Looked to have raised the elbow a little bit in that last tackle. A few of the Storm players complaining to the referee, but referee says to carry on as Foran gets the inside ball again, this time from Goodwin. Final tackle, they kick on their fourth, and they find a little bit of space out the back here. Atchison wasn't expecting that one. He picks it up and is forced towards the sideline, but manages to stay in field as Moscow finds a little bit of a break down that left-hand side of the field, and it seems to be there's been a couple of occasions so far in this first half, the Storm finding some gaps in the Seagulls' defence, especially on this left-hand side, as they give it to Walczak. Walczak fenders off one. Dingo wraps him around the shoulders.
Let him go.
But again, the Storm managing to find some holes. The Atchison goes forward through the middle. Final tackle for the Storm. 15 out. They go back to Ashford. Ashford puts the short kick in. It's not going to have enough depth on it. And Michael Crimp has no problems. But they've given it away again. Luke Thompson, an unforced error really. And the Storm find themselves only within the Seagulls 10. Tackle 2, they go centre field to Tyre. Tyre taken down in the two-man tackle. To O'Brien, the try scorer, wrestles with a McInnery. Plays the ball. They go left again to Ashford. Ashford out the back, and Luka Moscow will score. Luka Moscow scores for the Storm down the left-hand touchline. Great passing by the Storm. They find an unmarked Luka Moscow, and that's his first try in the SRL. As Ashford looks to convert from the sideline, he looks to have got it, but it's just fallen short of the left-hand upright. The score remains 10-0 to the Melbourne Storm. Back underway here at Amy Park as Hayden McInnery sends it down deep as Tarangaho Ve'u makes his way back onto the park for the Storm. A broken arm last week for Ve'u, but the wonders of medicine, and he's managed to make a return earlier than expected. Some were saying 4 to 6 months. But he was actually seen at training on Sunday afternoon, so good to have the captain back, I'm sure, for the Storm as they get their way to the end of the set, and it's Walczak who puts the kick in straight down to the wing of Kane Chapman-Kenny. They go to Goodwin.
Hill, 2 hands away. 3.
Brad Goodwin, one of the standouts so far this season for the Seagulls. A utility player who can fill in prop, second row, possibly even lock if he has to. A valuable pickup in the early season for the Seagulls as they get to the final tackle. They go to McInnery, who puts a nice high kick into the corner of Josh Fisher, looking up into the sun, but manages to take that one without any problems.
He's held there. 2 on the kick going.
They come to Ve'u.
3 markers lock in. Hill.
That arm heavily strapped, but seems to be holding up at the moment as O'Brien plays the ball. They go to Ashford. Ashford puts the kick in, but it's been taken by Cherry Evans.
Hill, let him up.
Sharp reflexes there by the centre three-quarter.
He's held there. Hill, 2.
And the Seagulls get a set inside the Storm half.
3 back with me. Held.
They come short side to McInnery, who goes inside to Dingo. Dingo makes the break, taken down by Musters.
Hold the 10.
But he's only about 6 metres out here for the Seagulls. Their first real attacking opportunity today, and it goes to Cherry Evans, and Cherry Evans has scored! So we were just saying it's the first real attacking opportunity for the Seagulls. All set up by Chaz Dingo, but it's Cherry Evans who totally outfooled Luka Moscow, and he goes in the right-hand corner. Takes it to 10 points to 4. Relief for the Seagulls to get their first points of the afternoon as Aidan McInnery lines up this kick from the sideline. Starts it to the left. Comes around a little bit too much. The score remains 10 points to 4, a 6-point ball game. Amy Park with only 5 minutes remaining until half-time. Back underway off the boot of TJ Ashford. And Greg Heft gets a shoulder to the chest by Justin Masters. Just coming off the bench, Heft. As we see a penalty being awarded to the Seagulls, held down the tackle. I think that was against Logan Guys, I can't be sure. As the Seagulls put it out to take it to the 40. Back underway, Thompson to Akarangi.
Held. 1. Release.
Plays the ball just short of the halfway line. They come near side to Dingo. Hitting a bit, good tackle. There's Bill Jefferson and Turangaho Fe'u. Right down below the commentary box here. Chapman Kinney plays the ball. Short side to McInnery. Looking to catch out this Storm defence. They go back centre field as Chapman Kinney makes a break through the middle again. Takes it to within 10 here for the Seagulls. Final tackle, plays the ball. They go to Thompson, who goes back to McInnery, puts up the kick. It's a good kick for Elms, but he's not going to be able to get the offload. Logan Guys has wrapped his arms around him as soon as he came down.
1. Release. Held. Move.
Possibly the last opportunity for the Seagulls as we come down to 1 minute
2.
until half-time. Relentless.
He's held there.
Taken by
3.
Crusher.
Hands away.
Near side to O'Brien.
Held. 4.
Scored a great try earlier on tonight. Centre field to Tyre. Tyre dummies,
Hit the last.
but gets smashed by Matthew Harris. Final tackle, it won't count as the siren goes here at Amy Park. The score is 10 points to 4 to the Storm. We will be back after this half-time message. Back here live at Amy Park, you're watching SRL TV. The Simulation Rugby League Premiership, the Melbourne Storm hosting the Manly Seagulls as TJ Ashford gets the game back underway, and a little bit of confusion from Chaz Dingo to Linux Prakash. But then Matthew Harris finds a bit of a gap. Score at half-time, 10 points to 4 to the Melbourne Storm. Completing 14 of 14 sets in the first half to take a 6-point lead with 40 minutes remaining.
Hold the 10, Hill.
As the Seagulls decide to kick early, but Samuel Etchison was up to that one. He takes it on the 30 and manages to evade the first tackle.
He's held there. Right.
Taken down just short of the halfway line. They come right to Ashford, who goes inside to Philip Twal.
Hill. Clear him.
Twal taken by Goodwin. They go near side again to Masters, who drives the legs. Cut out ball to O'Brien, the try scorer.
That's tackle 4, hands off.
Taken in a good tackle again by Goodwin. Philip Twal taken down, had a quiet first half, you'd have to say, by his standards, as the Storm navigate their way to the end of their first set. And the ball comes down for Robbie Elms,
That's one. Move.
who takes it safely
Off him now.
for the Seagulls, as they swing it wide early
He's held there.
to Matthew
That's
Harris.
second.
Taken down by Walczig, as Akarangi
Hill. 3 hands
makes a
away.
good burst down the near side. Good run by Matthew Harris, this young prop,
He's held there. Move it.
forcing his way through the Storm defence. As Cherry Evans makes a break. Cherry Evans straight through the middle. And all of a sudden the Seagulls score right under the uprights. And Cherry Evans scores for the Seagulls. Out of nothing, you'd have to say. Inconspicuous play the ball beforehand, but catching the markers off guard. And the Seagulls strike early in the second 40. And Aidan McInnery makes no mistake right out in front. We are locked up. 10 apiece after the Melbourne Storm got out to an early 10-0 lead. It's been all Manly, you'd have to say, the last 20 minutes or so in this one. But there's still a long way to go in this clash as TJ Ashford gets the game back underway. And it's Matthew Harris who brings it again, taken down by Philip Twal and Raiden Boucher. Goodwin manages to get the offload to Crutcher. Seagulls definitely using their forwards in this opening 10 minutes of the second half. Akirangi takes it beyond the 30. This time they swing it wide to Crutcher. Not the biggest prop on the field today, but what he lacks in size, he makes up for in heart, as the kick doesn't get as much territory as they're hoping for. And the Seagulls had their arms up for a forward pass there, but the referee says play on as they go far side to O'Brien. Hard to take down, eventually done so by Thompson. Tackle 4, centre field here for the Storm. They go to O'Brien. Again, good tackle by Goodwin and Crutcher. Final tackle here for the Storm. They go deep to Ashford. He puts it high. It's a floating kick. That's a great kick by Ashford. That comes down. Wilkins Spark grabs it. But it's McInnery who grabs him around the shoulders. Unable to get the offload, and it's a tackle reset. Or a set restart here for the Seagulls.
That's one. Move.
Matthew Harris getting through a ton of work in the opening 9 minutes
He's held 3.
of this second half. As mentioned, he's been a great pickup for the Seagulls so far as Crusher goes through a small gap. Taken by Wolczyk, but it was a good run by...
He's held there. Held 5.
Crutcher as they make their way to their final tackle, and Thompson puts the kick in. It's a good kick, finds a little bit of space, forces Fisher to go into the in goal, and he breaks a tackle of Robbie Elms, but eventually taken down by Dingo and Michael Crimp. As Atchison makes a good run up through the middle. Easy meters here for the Storm. The Seagulls look to be a little bit behind the 8 ball in the set.
Right, that's the third.
Ashford plays at centre field. They come near side to Tyre, to Masters.
4.
Again, hard to bring down and wrestles in the tackle. Final tackle for the Storm. Centre field, 33 metres out. They give it to Tyre, who is... I don't think he's aware that it's the final tackle, and that's going to be a handover to the Seagulls. Disappointing end to the set for the Storm, as both teams look to break this deadlock. And unfortunately, McHenry's throwing a horrible pass to Sonny Tyre, and the Storm get the ball back in their Seagulls half. Relentless plays the ball. They come near side to Ashford. Inside ball to Masters. Masters breaks the first tackle and gets the offload to Wolczyk. Inside the 10 for the Storm. They go left to Masters again. Masters so hard to take down. Only 3 metres out. Left to Relentless. Taken in a good tackle by Crutcher and Goodwin. Deep to Ashford. Ashford puts the kick in, but it's a knock on. And again, that's a disappointing end to the set for the Storm. It's a prime opportunity
Right, here's tackle 1.
they had, and you'd also be wondering, are they thinking about field goals already? Still 27 minutes to go in this one, but with it being a low-scoring affair, you have to think that field goals are going to come into this at some stage. Crutcher taken just over the halfway line. They go to Akarangi. He's taken down by Raiden Boucher, along with Sonny Tyre around the ankles. Short side to Thompson, who puts the kick in, straight down to Josh Fisher. Looks to put the step on Michael Crimp, but he can't do so.
He's held there. 2.
As the cameraman goes to sleep, they give it to Masters, who gives it to his partner O'Brien. They go left again to Ashford. Long ball out to Wilkins Spark, who's had a quiet game so far. Good defence so far from the Seagulls in this set.
He's held there. Let him up. 5. Markers lock in.
Restricting the Storm to their own half as they get to the final tackle, and it's Ashford who's forced to kick, and it's a good one. Goes down to Casey Kay, and Chapman Kenny brings it back.
That's 1. Move.
For the Seagulls. They go to McHenry, dummies, goes himself.
2. He's held there.
But he's taken by number 9, that's Liam Wolczyk. As Harris goes through the middle. Again, hard to take down. Takes 2 men to take down this huge prop forward that the Seagulls have. Dingo gets the offload to Goodwin. Tackle 4 for the Seagulls. Only 20 odd metres out. They go to Crutcher. Sorry, that's Crusher. He takes it to within the 10. Final tackle for the Seagulls. 25 in. 10 out. They go short side to Prakash. Prakash puts the kick in, and it's been knocked on by Philip Twal. He had to go for the ball and he's fumbled it. As the Seagulls reset, it's Chaz Dingo from the scrum. And he's got over the line, but he's been rolled onto his back. And the skipper can't get over this time. They restart and go centre field. It's Michael Crimp.
2 hands away. Hill, let him go.
Left to Thompson. To Akarangi. He's taken down by Boucher. Only 3 or 4 metres out here, the Seagulls. They go centre field to Thompson. Thompson wrestles to only a metre short.
Hands off.
Crutcher goes right to McInnery. McInnery can't get his hands free. Taken by Atchison. They go near side. Prakash puts the kick in. It's a good kick. It's a high kick. And it's taken down by Robbie Elms. And Robbie Elms looks to have scored. His first try in the SRL. And there could not be a better time to score it. And for the first time in the match, the Seagulls take the lead. With McInnery 15 in, 15 out. Looking to add the extra 2. He strikes it well. And it's through the uprights, and the Seagulls take a 16 points to 10 lead with a click under 20 minutes remaining. Back underway by TJ Ashford. And it's Greg Heft for the Seagulls to bring it back for tackle 1.
He's held there. Held 2.
Brad Goodwin takes it forward, plays the ball, taken by Crutcher from dummy half.
3 back with me.
Again, the cameraman seems to have lost contact with the ball. They come near side. Prakash to Akarangi.
He's held there. Let him up.
This hard-running second rower hard to take down. Short side to Crimp. Crimp finds some space. Taken by Fisher, flirting with the sideline. Careful keeping his foot in play as they go back to Prakash. And Lennox Prakash forced the kick. And it's not a bad kick, actually. Forces Atchison to take it running backwards.
Hands away.
So the Seagulls have scored 16 unanswered points in the last 40 minutes or so.
3 hands away.
This Melbourne forward pack.
4, get back, look at me. Hill.
They do look to be tiring a little bit as they come centre field to O'Brien. One player in particular who has had a massive workload so far. And they decide to go to Ashford, who's on the left-hand side. He kicks deep, and that's a good kick as well. Goes down to Chapman Kenny. He evades Atchison. Sorry, it was Josh Wilkins-Spark. Taken eventually by Atchison.
He's held there. 2.
Dingo plays dummy half. Gives a long ball out to Akarangi.
Markers lock in.
You can see the Seagulls playing with a bit of confidence as goes Goodwin inside to Dingo. And Dingo just dances his way through some weak Storm defence, but the Seagulls have handed it over here. A bit of a mix-up between, it looked like Akarangi and Cherry Evans.
He's held there. 1, release.
And the Storm given some good field position to try and force the Seagulls to come back off their own line as Boucher goes through a gap.
He's held there. 3, back with me.
Showing it nicely to Tyre. as they go to Tyre, gives it long to Ashford.
That's tackle 4, hands
Taken
off.
by Goodwin with McHenry in assistance. Short side to O'Brien, cut out pass to Moscow.
He's held there. Tackle 5. Hold.
Taken by Elms. 20 out by the Storm, looking for a good kick. Sonny Tyre goes centre field, coming down about 2 metres short. Atchison grabs it, but it looked to be Aidan Foran who grabbed him. As Foran makes a break up through the middle.
1. Release. Held. Let him go. Let him go.
Only 13 minutes remaining here at Amy Park.
2 on the
The home team behind at the moment, 16 points to 10 to the Seagulls. They go short side to Akarangi.
Held. Held.
Taken by Boucher. It's a good tackle by Raiden Boucher. Out wide to Dingo. Again makes a good break through the middle.
He's held there.
The Storm defence now starting to tire. Long ball out to Akarangi on the charge.
Held. Hit the last. Marcus, lock in.
Around the legs by 12. Centre field. It's Thompson with the kick, but it's not the greatest kick, and Matthew Harris is caught. Disappointing kick by Thompson. As Atchison makes a good break up through the middle.
Right, here's tackle 1.
The intensity starting to lift here. Both teams with the season on the line as Guys goes inside to Boucher. Good offload by the second rower, comes centre. Halfway, plays the ball. To Tyre, to Twile.
He's held there.
Three-man tackle takes him down. Left to Fe'u.
4. Get back, look at
And the standard skipper gets back on the field. Ashford wide to Atchison. Atchison threatens, breaks the line, comes down a little bit awkward.
He's held there.
Bit of a slow play the ball by Atchison. He looks to be hobbling a little bit as the kick goes up. We'll keep an eye on him. Raiden Boucher gets the ball.
Held.
And he's taken down. Final tackle handover for the Storm. And as the Seagulls get things back underway, Samuel Atchison has left the field.
Move.
We'll have to wait to get an update
2 hands away.
on that one, but Samuel Atchison has left the field for the Storm. He was the captain for the day, so the Storm continue to have a horror run of injuries with their captains.
That's tackle 4, hands off.
We will come back to you on that injury as Brad Goodwin
He's held there. 5.
takes it up for the
Hold.
Seagulls. Tackle 5 here, just short of the 40. And they go back to Crutcher. So acting fullback at the moment might be Fisher as
Right, here's tackle 1.
he does bring it back to the halfway line. Masters goes to Guys.
He's held there. Held 2.
And it looks like Logan Guys has moved to this right edge as Fisher goes down the sideline, makes a good couple of metres.
Held 4. Hold the 10.
Storm goes centre field to Relentless. It's been a good set
5,
by the
hold
Storm.
10. He's held there.
Just outside the Seagulls 10. A slow play the ball by Relentless though. They go to Ashford. Ashford puts the kick in, but it's not a great kick. Picked up by Goodwin,
1.
who
Release.
finds himself in some space, but didn't have enough speed as McHenry goes inside to Dingo. Taken down by O'Brien. Confusion at the play the ball, but Foran goes through the gap. And Aidan Foran gets the offload to Thompson. Off the Storm head, but Luke Thompson is going to score for the Sea Eagles. Right under the posts. And Luke Thompson scores his first try in the SRL. Offload by Foran. It came off the head of Sonny Tyre, I think it was. And Luke Thompson just pounced on it. So under 5 minutes remaining here at Amy Park, and it's the Sea Eagles who hold a 10-point lead with a kick to come, and McHenry makes no mistake to take it out to 22 points to 10. Still time here for both teams. But you have to say, with Atchison gone for the game, still no update yet, but he won't be returning as Ashford gets the game back underway, and Greg Heff takes it forward.
He's held there.
Bumps off Philip Twile. As the Sea Eagles start to throw the ball around. They go right to Evans. Cherry Evans taken by Ashford. And he's given away a penalty here, TJ Ashford. Looking for a quick play to ball, Cherry Evans. And the referee has said that Ashford's held on too long. So probably a little bit of frustration creeping in here for the Storm. Two teams coming into this game winless after 3 rounds of the SRL Season 1 Premiership.
That's your second.
The Storm opened in the first 20 minutes, scored 2 great tries. One in particular to Pryor O'Brien. But since then it's been all the Sea Eagles. As Matthew Harris takes it up to the Storm 10. And an opportunity here for the Sea Eagles to sign off with a positive. They go right to McHenry. McHenry puts a knock on. He's knocked it on, sorry. I thought he tried to put the kick in. But he lets the Storm off the hook. But as I was saying, 2 teams without a win. It's the Sea Eagles who will get their first win of the SRL season. And it's the Storm who slumped to 0-4.
He's held there. 3. Back to 10.
And it'll get no easier next week with the Storm at home to the Parramatta Eels.
That's tackle 4. Hands off.
While the Sea Eagles will host the Cowboys in round 5. As Tyre puts it long, deep kick into the Sea Eagles in goal as Dingo brings it back. Looks to play the ball, final tackle. As Cherry Evans breaks off a couple of tackles, but that will be the final whistle. The siren has gone and the Manly Sea Eagles pick up their first win of the season, taking down the Melbourne Storm 22 points to 10 here at Amy Park. And relief for the Sea Eagles, disappointment for a Storm. That's about all we have time for here tonight. We will see you again for further SRL action. Coming up next, it's the Eels hosting the Rabbitohs.